Most people think OCD only shows up in extreme conditions. For most of us, it hides during the most ordinary moments, like locking the door, sending an email, walking the dog, or even just leaving a room. Today, I want to show you how OCD just quietly shows up in everyday life and why it feels so convincing when it does. Hi, I'm Brian, and welcome to the OCD Loop, where we talk honestly about checking OCD, internal doubt, and learning to live with the uncertainty without fear or shame. If you ever thought, why does my brain make the simple things feel so hard? Then this video is for you. What OCD actually latches onto. OCD doesn't attach itself to random things. It targets things like responsibility, safety, harm, mistakes. What if I'm wrong? Yeah, that big question at the end. What if? What if, what if, what if? And everyday tasks that you carry out feel dangerous. And that's because you care and because you don't want to get it wrong. And unfortunately, OCD turns normal things into threats. OCD shows up where it matters to you. So, the things I care about, where you don't want to harm people, that's when it kicks in. Whereas normal people can just check it and walk away, we can't. OCD in simple daily actions. Your OCD will turn up in simple daily actions. For example, locking the door. You know it's locked, but then that doubt creeps in and you start to feel uncertain. So you think, I'll check it one more time. But the problem is you check it that one more time and you go to walk away again and the doubt kicks in again and again and again, no matter how many times you check it. And your anxiety just rises to the point where you can't walk away from it. Also, things like appliances, checking the stoves off, checking the plugs off, the switches. Sometimes, even though you can see the lights off, you still have to check the switch. And when you go out, you're mentally replaying turning it off because you don't believe you've done it. And you're trying to convince yourself, which rarely works. And you have the urge to go back and check. Problem is, if you can't, you've got to live with that fear and that panic. And even though you've done it, your OCD brain doesn't care about that. Eventually, yes, it might calm down a bit, especially when you get to near going home. But apart from that, it takes a while. The OCD doesn't stop when you check. It starts questioning after. That can be a couple of seconds or sometimes longer, but it will always be there. OCD in normal responsibilities. OCD will always have a go at you as well during your normal responsibilities of daily life, such as walking the dog, when you're doing stuff at work, sending an email. With walking the dog, it's what if I miss something? You scan the ground repeatedly, even though you looked at the dog most of the time. It's just there, it won't go away. If you're out at work or doing DIY work at home, it's always, did I leave something somewhere? Did I do something wrong with it? You're doubting your memory constantly to the point where you actually might take something apart again or redo something just to make sure you've done it. And emails and messages that you write to people, you constantly recheck it in case you haven't put anything offensive in there, and you reread them, whereas most people will do it once, maybe twice. You reread it and reread it. And the more you reread it, the less sure you are. And you've also got the fear of sending that email to someone wrong. The thing is, OCD isn't about perfection. It's about fear of the consequences. The feeling that gives OCD away is that OCD doubt doesn't feel calm. OCD just feels urgent, very heavy, and completely unfinished. And the thought is, I won't feel okay unless I check. And unfortunately, the relief after checking is very short-lived and it never feels fully satisfied. If the doubt doesn't feel like it's going away, it's probably OCD. Why the OCD keeps repeating is because the checking lowers the anxiety, but only temporarily. And the brain learns that checking means safety. And the next time you do it, the fear returns faster and the urge to check becomes stronger. And this creates the OCD loop of doubt, anxiety, check, relief, and doubt again. And OCD doesn't want certainty, it wants perfect certainty, which is impossible. What this means for recovery. And the good news is, there's a recovery for this. You're not broken, your brain's just overprotective. And the OCD feels real because it's activating your fear system. And recovery starts with small pauses, delays, and not reacting instantly. And you don't have to be confident to do it. You just need to be willing, because I wasn't confident when I started doing it. It wasn't easy, but it does work. If OCD shows up in your everyday life, it does not mean that you're failing. It just means that your brain is trying too hard to protect you. The goal isn't to eliminate doubt, it's to stop the doubt running your life. And with the right tools, that is very possible. If this video helped, please give it a like. It helps other people with OCD stuck in a loop find this channel. And please subscribe to the OCD Loop if you would like more calm, honest videos about OCD checking and recovery. And let me know in the comments, which everyday situations does OCD show up for you? So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video has helped you, and I will see you next time. And until then, if you'd like to watch this video here, that'd be great. Cheers guys, take care, and bye bye.